Now, a while ago, I posted a video explaining why you should never buy Spotify streams or buy artificial streams. Never do it. That video is about a minute and a half long. And to sum up that entire minute and a half in a couple seconds, don't do it. Just don't do it. And since I posted that video, I have had a lot of people hitting me up saying, hey, Mark, I saw that video you posted, but can they really tell if it's an artificial stream or not? Can they really tell if it's a bot or not? I was talking to this one company, and this one company said that all these streams that they bring me are all organic streams. Organic streams, and they're not artificial, they're not from bots. Is that okay? I get these questions a lot ever since I posted that video. And again, I have to reiterate this point and do like another follow-up video. Don't do it. Spotify's already smart when it comes to the algorithms, because of course they don't want bots and basically artificially inflated streams happening on their site. And in addition to that, they're getting even smarter. Now on DistroKid, for example, when you go to release a song, there is a check mark or something that you have to check in order to release something, saying that you will not buy streams, you will not boost your streams. You're not allowed now on DistroKid to release a song unless you check that check mark. This is becoming, I think, I don't say more of an issue per se, but it's something that's getting a lot more steam, where people are realizing like, oh, wow, there's a bajillion sites. If you just Google buy Spotify streams or boost Spotify artist channel or boost song or boost whatever, there are tons of other sites in addition to the main one. I mean, there's a lot of sites out there, right? In addition to like Fiverr and Odesk, there's so many sites out there that will claim that if you do it, you will not get caught, that it's going to be legit, it's going to be organic. Again, I really have to stress this point home. Just don't do it. Now, I know some people say, well, Mark, like this one site's really claiming that I'm not going to get caught and that it's real people listening to it or whatever. And here's the big kicker, I think, among all this, giving you like a short answer and a long answer and going more in depth, is you really are rolling the dice. That is the biggest thing. Now, let's be very transparent. Is there a world where you buy a bunch of Spotify streams and you don't get caught? Potentially. There is a possibility, I think, that maybe you use one site and everything they do just flies under the radar just subtly enough and just the right way and just the right timing with just the right metrics and analytics that doesn't get flagged. Potentially. And I stress the word potentially. But in my opinion, it's a bit unrealistic and very, very risky, because if Spotify detects what's going on and they detect what you're doing and they find out what you're doing, you will be more likely than not permanently banned from Spotify. And in my opinion, the risk versus reward just is not there. Now, on this channel, I've posted tons of different ways to get your music heard. I've linked listed below in the description to a huge video I did with 15 different music marketing techniques and strategies to get your music out there. I suggest watching that, because let's be honest, the main reason maybe why you want to boost your streams is to get more attention, to have more people listen to your music. That's, of course, the main idea why people are doing that and why there's services out there claiming they can do that for you. But at the end of the day, I hate to say it, I think whether you love it or not, whether you hate it or not, this could be debatable for a whole other video. The bittersweet part about being a musician in this day and age, especially if you're an independent artist, and I feel like for most musicians who watch my channel and everything, they are independent artists, you kind of have to do it on your own. You kind of have to be the one that does all the marketing on your own, all the kind of research on your own. Hate to say it, it's just part of it, and I know it's very unfortunate. I know it's one of those things that you're like, well, Mark, like, I'm not getting my stuff heard, blah, blah, blah. I know it sucks, and I know it's not kind of the best thing to hear, but look, at the end of the day, being a musician now, half of it is making really good music, which of course is the number one thing always. That will always be the number one thing. But the other half now is kind of being your own manager and your own agent and your own marketing person, your own, et cetera, et cetera. Like for me, I do most of my own taxes, for example, although I do hire a tax accountant and I do have a professional tax accountant. I still will have to do a good amount of my tax preparation on my own and everything. It's just part of being an independent musician. And again, bring this back home and bring this back to this video. Yes, I know that it might seem easy and quick and a very good idea being like, hey, I pay him $50 and I don't know what they charge, but like say you pay $50 and you get 50,000 streams. I don't know. Again, it seems like a good idea at first. And you might even think like, oh, well, I'm going to make money off that 50,000 streams and it's going to be great. It's just not worth it because trust me, they're really starting to crack down now. Because of the popularity of people using these bots and these services has gotten so popular, it's become more and more of a thing that Spotify is now aggressively looking out for. So trust me, at the end of the day, just don't do it.